It's Q4. It's time to lock in. I am clearly not a teacher, so screw all of this. September 1st, everyone was talking about the great lock-in. We don't give a fuck about that shit, all right? Q4, I don't give a fuck about that either, right? Like, fuck. All of that shit about locking in for the great lock-in, Q4, none of that shit matters, all right? The only thing that matters is like the day that you get the fucking realization that, yo, I'm a bum right now. I gotta lock in. That's the day that you start. You don't wait for no first. You're not Cardi, bro. You're not waiting for the first of the month. I brushed my teeth, I got up. Even if it's October 2nd or October 3rd, you just start, all right? Yo, I saw this shit on TikTok or some shit. Everyone was like, yo, it's October Q4 locking, guys, fourth quarter. Look, bang. We don't do that shit around here, all right? So listen. Okay, if you happen to decide on October 1st or January 1st or whenever that you want to actually lock in and try to like start to like not be a fucking bum, go ahead and just start it, all right? You don't gotta wait for no date, all right? Now, what do you do when you decide to lock in? What does lock in actually mean? Because nobody actually explains it to people. People always throw that shit around. They only think it's like just growing your muscles or some shit. That's one part of it, but there's a lot more different factors. I'm just gonna run through them and try to explain in the best way how you could actually start making progress and not thinking, yo, bro, this is so sick. I love doing the lock in. Yeah, my accent was tough. All right, first thing, gym. All right, you can't be fat. It is really not that hard once you actually make the intention and try. Because if you try, you can't fail. And if you fail, you didn't try hard enough. So you didn't try. Now, what does this look like? All right, first thing is you go to the gym, you work out, you lift weights. That's the non-negotiable, all right? You can't just lose weight. You can't just like think, oh, I'm so skinny right now. Oh, well, I'm so fit. No, you gotta like pop your shit once in a while. I have nothing. I mean, I have something, but like, it's clearly not good enough. But like, that's the body dysmorphia talking. All right, I think like some motherfuckers will kill for this, but it's body dysmorphia. All right, everyone says gym, but what does that actually mean? It means you go at least 3 times a week, go consistently, hit every part of your body twice. Don't do that shit where you're just going legs once. Like if you absolutely have to, go once because at least you're hitting legs. Some motherfuckers don't even do that. But try to go for 2 and just like try to lower the volume so you're like not as depressed when you go do legs, all right? That's the first part of your gym like fitness, all right? We'll just call it fitness. The second thing is like your diet. And diet could mean a lot of things. It could mean just trying to lose weight, all right? It could also mean trying to be healthy, have a good biome in your gut and not eating fucking McDonald's every day. Listen, I will tell you right now, my priority is not to have a good biome. If shit gets tragic down here, like my stomach rumbles every 5 minutes, even I mean I haven't ate yet. That's the intermittent fasting. Like, I'm gonna make shit for all of this, all right? Y'all just gotta let me know in the comments. I'm just putting y'all out on the blueprint so y'all aren't lost, all right? Someone came in. Ooh. I thought it was a teacher. The teacher walks in and sees this bum ass. Yo, I should play clean this shit, man. It was a student, bro. I feel bad. Like, look, I'm a bum. I'm not even doing nothing crazy. Like, bro thinks I'm trying to like teach a class or some shit. Like, bro, yo, it's just my Gouda friends watching me trying to make it out the hood, bro. I'm fucking bad. But anyways, yeah. Diet could be either losing weight, try to go out of deficit. It could be bulking, try to get mass, get muscle, or it could be one of these two. And the third is like try to actually eat healthy and eat your greens and bullshit, not just like eating McDonald's. But oh, I'm on a deficit. I do that shit, but I'm not proud of it. All right, like trust me, like I'm working on it. I'm slowly like trying to not eat Popeyes every day for the protein, but like sometimes you can't help it. All right, so listen, that's the one of the I don't know pillars or whatever the fuck. Just like I'm just trying to put y'all on so you know what to lock in on. All right, your gym, your diet. Third thing is your money. People want to cope and say, "Oh, I'm in college. I'm getting a degree. I'm locked in. I'm doing that unpaid internship. I'm locked in." Like, okay, sure, you're locked in for your career to get money down the line, but also like you gotta start like doing business and shit like that. Like, business is the best way to get the financial freedom while also not like killing yourself with the time. All right, when you try to lock in and specifically for building a business, it's just about taking time away from doom scrolling on TikTok and actually taking time with your brain alone and to think of ideas. People think that, oh, if I watch a video on the top 7 ways to make money in 2025 and the list starts out with drop shipping, you think of the ideas. Don't just rely on some bullshit list saying, yo, drop shipping is the method. Because it could be for them. But if you don't give a fuck about drop shipping, you're not going to do it. The thing about business is not that, oh, I got a good like business model, I'm going to follow that shit and I'm going to make money. You have to be really, really good at it. Unless you don't care about getting like to the good amount of like $50,000 a month, and you just care about like $500 a month or some bullshit. But if that's the case, then why the fuck are you saying that small ass goal of $500? That's not even food for a week. Maybe it is, but like, I mean, for a month. But listen, you gotta set the big goals, right? Because locking in is not about like, oh my God, my muscle went up by 0.01 millimeters. I am locked in. It's time to quit. No, you gotta lock in, set a big ass goal of like, yo, I'm benching 405. I'm doing like stacks. You stand on your money. You're 6'6". That's the type of locked in you gotta be. So you gotta set those big goals, and if you wanna get a business that gets you to actually like crazy amounts of wealth, you got to think of businesses without doom scrolling and looking up for ideas. And I mean, you could do that like later on. Just start out with just like thinking in your head, like, what skills do I have? What do I actually like? What do I think people would want to buy? What's like the shit that I could be the top 1% in? What shit do I actually care about? Because if you tell me that you care about drop shipping, if you care about finding some Chinese products on Alibaba, finding a way to make a Shopify website and connecting the dots and selling it to a 40-year-old mother who's trying to, buy toys for her grandma, why would you buy toys for your grandma? Listen, this is what happens when you don't have a script. You come up with these bullshit shits where you're like, oh, your mom is buying toys for your grandma. I mean, that could happen. Like, what the fuck am I know? You're like, this is off the dome, bro. I'm putting y'all on off the dome. Imagine when I start putting shit on the script and on the paper and like actually thinking instead of off the dome. Like, I had this idea, like literally during class, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it. If it's off the dome, this is the amount I'm giving you. I think it's pretty good as someone with like barely any subscribers. But if I start scripting, which I will, and y'all are gonna see, it's raps. But that's besides the point. You gotta find out shit that you're good at, you love, people will buy, people love. Be the top 1% in it, and you'll make crazy amounts of wealth. If you're down to just stick with the sissy shit of $500 a month, $100 a week, oh my God, that'll pay for my Uber Eats. If that's your type of lock-in, all right, bro, have fun with that. Now, we covered diet, we covered gym, we covered business. Now, next thing is obviously you gotta make sure that you are at peace. Now, people think lock-in is like constant stress 24/7. And that is part of the fact that people think if I'm all constantly like this, like I'll make faster progress. I'm telling you right now, it works for some people. If you think that it's gonna work for you, then sure, go ahead. But what I will tell you is that if I am constantly like this, going from back to back to back events on my Google Calendar, I'm gonna fucking burn out. But the opposite is true. Where on the other extreme, you have motherfuckers that have their whole day free as a baron, and they just start playing games. They do bullshit. because they don't know what the fuck to do with that time. So you gotta block out times on your calendar. If you're not a calendar like addict, I haven't been one yet, but like I'm starting to get to that point. You gotta just like have the conscious of like to know that this is the time where I will play games. It's okay to play games, not really, but like if you're, like you can't quit this shit. Like sometimes I can't really quit that shit. So I'll dedicate like 2 hours on a weekend day to like do that shit. So I'm not fucking like duh, 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 over the week when I have schoolwork or I guess videos to record. But also like shit, my stomach. I gotta eat soon. But listen, you gotta like understand your peace is one of the factors to actually lock in. If you have peace where you're not getting stressed out by some motherfucker like trying to like, I don't know, do you dirty, steal your girl, you're not constantly like worried about like I don't know, just like random bullshit. Obviously some of us we can't help it, we have to like handle that stress, right? There is a time for stress, but there is also a time for peace. And despite all of the chaos that we might say that our days have, like, oh bro, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to just relax. People will say that, and then they'll make time to relax, and then they'll just start blah 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 blah. That's not the type of relaxing that I want you to do. I mean, when you're relaxing could be as simple as going for a walk. That's the biggest thing that I've started doing to one, help me lose weight. Cardio is part of your fitness, but it also just like helps you to clear your mind state and to help you come up with video ideas, come up with business ideas, because you're not just constantly like bombarding your brain with information. You're letting your brain actually think and think about the authentic shit that your brain is meant to think. We don't let our brains think. You think if I wasn't constantly like bombarded with TikToks and Instagram reels and I actually dedicated time every single day to think, I wouldn't have like a lot more success on this, for example, on my YouTube channel than I have right now. Of course I'll have more success, but I'm also the same as you guys. I'm stuck in this fucking hellhole of we just got to get out of it, all right? Try to make peace on your digital devices. Try to make peace. Try not to scroll for fucking hours. If you're at that point, like, you just got to figure some shit out. I also got to figure some shit out. Because if I make content on TikTok, which I started doing for my fitness shit, and I started doing that as like an excuse because, oh, I'm a TikTok guy, I just got to, get a feel for the content. I'm just coping, and I'm not making time to, actually do the work that actually matters. Now, there's a lot of ways to lock in. Academics, obviously, you got to lock in on your academics. Your relationships, your friendships, make sure you're locking in with your friends, your partners, your family, making sure that everything is good with them, spending time with them, having fun with them. Having fun with them is as important as having fun with yourself, and making sure to love the time that you spend with yourself, because there's going to be times where you cannot have like 4 or 5 people around you, or even another person. It's just going to be you. And I had that time in my life where I didn't like that shit. I just wanted to be around people because I was coping and saying, oh, I'm extroverted. No, I just didn't like myself, because I don't fucking know, like, there was some shit. But you gotta learn to like that shit. You gotta learn to like being with other people and yourself. Locking in is also about making sure that you have your plans for the future set up, and you're just constantly doing it. Even if you fuck up, even if you fuck up on one day, you don't go to the gym one day, people will say, yo, I didn't lock in this one day, I didn't do this shit, I ate bullshit one day, I doom scrolled one day for too long, and now I'm gonna just quit, and I'm gonna go back to doing the same bullshit that I did when I was a bum. When the reality is, as long as you're trying your best and being consistent, even if you're putting in some bullshit efforts in some areas, you'll still make a lot of progress compared to the ones that they go ham for two days and they're fucking gone. It's not a fucking sprint, it's a marathon. That's shit with life. And it's mad simple. Take care, guys.